Howdy, cowboys and cowgirls, it's me, Chuck the Duck, and I'm so excited to welcome you to Mr. Chicken's Animal Adventure! We're gonna have so much fun today because we're going to the Wild West. I don't even know what that means because I don't think there are ducks there. But there are today because we're gonna play, we're gonna be silly, we're gonna have some fun, and I can't wait to go. Oh no. Hang on. This happens every time. Hang on. Oh, that is much better. Okay, I can see, you guys kind of look upside down, but I can see clearly. Okay, great. Well, if you're ready to rock and roll, let's get this show on the road. Woohoo!
Hey, look outside, wow, what a day. A perfect day to run away to Imagination Barn where we can laugh and play. We'll read some books with furry friends. We'll laugh and sing and dance and spin. We can go amazing places when we can play pretend. Are you ready? Come on, let's go. It's time for us to start the show. Let's go on an animal adventure with Mr. Chicken and his farm friends too. There's lots for us to see and do. Animals around the bend. The reading fun will never end. Let's go on an animal adventure with Mr. Chicken and his farm friends too. There's lots for us to see and do. Animals around the bend. The reading fun will never end. Ooh, doggies. Hello there, everybody. I can see you now. Welcome to the Imagination Barn, everybody. Mr. Chicken here, and I'm so pleased that you've joined me on this very special day. We're going to play pretend. We're going to use our imagination. We're going to have some fun, that's for sure. And, I wanted to show you something while you're here. Look at this. This is one of my little toys. Do you ever make believe? Do you like to play pretend? Well, it's one of our favorite things to do here at the Imagination Barn. And I like to play pretend with lots of different things, but this is something that I like a lot. You can kind of check him out. He's a little figurine. It's a little toy chicken. See? He can walk around, gobble, gobble, hello. Cluck, 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 cluck. He kind of looks like my pet chicken Elrod, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. I love using figurines to use my imagination and play and have fun. I've got all kinds of them. I've got a little collection. They're fun to play with at bath time or whenever you're sitting at the table and just need something to do for a little bit. You can even tuck them in your pocket. They're so little. So maybe next time you're at a restaurant waiting for the food to get there or sitting in a long car ride, just take you a little figurine, you get them at the dollar store, or sometimes you can find them just laying around somewhere. They're just little old things, and they're fun to play with. I like that. Speaking of little chickens, let's go see if we can find my chicken Elrod. I bet he's getting into some kind of shenanigans today. Come on, let's go see if we can find him. Let's go.
I'm the sheriff in this town, and all the bad guys need to do is step into my rope trap, and I'll get them. I love playing pretend.
Oh my goodness, what?
Well,
Hey there, Elrod, how you doing?
hey, Mr. Chicken.
I was wondering where you were, but it looks like you're out here playing cowboys today. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm the sheriff in this town.
I heard when I was coming around the corner, I heard something about a rope trap.
Yeah, don't you dare step in my rope trap.
Oh, because then what'll happen if they do? Will you catch them?
I'll catch them and I'll string them up.
That's pretty good. I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit. Is that okay?
Sure.
All right, look at that. Well, I'm so happy that you guys are here today and you got to see Elrod playing his little imagination game. Every week Elrod comes out and he likes to listen to his old cowboy show and pretend that he's the sheriff of the town. Isn't that so cool? I love that. You know, and this is really a thing of the past, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Now, a lot of times people just watch a movie or TV, but I like to listen to the radio.
Now, this is a really old radio, and way back in the day, families would gather around. This would be like the only entertainment in the whole home. They wouldn't even have a TV. Can you believe that? And they would gather around the radio. They'd turn it on, and for that hour or however long it would be, they'd listen to the show, which normally had music and sound effects and actors that would play different parts, and they would bring stories to life. And there in your living room, you could travel out to the Wild West or anywhere in the world. Isn't that amazing?
That is pretty cool. And sometimes they have detective shows and science fiction shows, but my favorite ones are the westerns Wild Wild West.
You know what is so cool about all that stuff out in the Wild Wild West is that some person in one of these radio shows would sit at a table full of different objects and items that they could use to make sound effects. Isn't that cool? All those sounds that you'd hear, the gunshots in the air, the horses galloping, all of those sounds were made by one person sitting at a big table. It's called a Foley artist. They make all those sound effects. Isn't that cool?
Wow, I didn't know that. You mean that's not a real train?
No. It might be a wooden whistle and some paper bags or some bricks on a table going chugga 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 chugga. I mean, you never know what that sound could be. As a matter of fact, could you guess what they might use to make the sound of a horse galloping?
Real horse?
No, now you can't fit a real horse in a radio studio. You know that. We couldn't even get a horse inside this part of the Imagination Barn, could we?
No, I guess not.
But if we close our eyes, we could make something that sounds like a horse galloping. Now, they would use coconuts. They would clack coconuts. And it would make that sound. But I bet we got something around here. Let's see if we... here's something, Elrod. We got some of these leftover cups. You remember when you used your imagination to build your spaceship?
Oh, yeah!
That was one of my favorites. We got some of these leftover cups here. Now, let's see what it sounds like if we pretend that it's a horse galloping. Now, close your eyes and pretend you're out in the West, and it's a big dusty trail and a horse is galloping up alongside the train. Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Wow!
Isn't
it really
that cool?
does sound like a horse.
It sure does, and you could use these to, hello in there, how you doing?
Oh, I feel pretty good.
That sounds so silly. So anyways, you can use lots of things to make sounds or use your imagination. Hey, I got an idea. What if we used our imagination today to travel to the Wild West?
Wow!
What kind of animals do you think live in the Wild West, Elrod?
Oh, cows?
Oh, we definitely might see some cows. I think Milk Dud might like to be a cow in the Wild West. And then what was that animal that makes those sounds we just heard going gallop, gallop, gallop? What kind of...
horses?
A horse, that's exactly right. And who knows what else kind of animals might live in the West, but there's only one way to find out. It's for us to use our imagination and go. Would you like to do that?
Yeah, let's go!
Well, I see you got your cowboy hat on, but I feel left out. I need something so I can dress up and play with you too. What could I use to...
Well, you have a hat. Yeah. Why don't you find your boots?
Oh, I've got a pair of cowboy boots. That's right, I do. Now, let's see. Here they are. I keep them on this shelf. I don't know why I do that, but here they are. And let's see. This one feels good. I ain't worn these in a long time. Let's see if there's... Wait a second. There's something in here. It's a... Oh, it's a snake! There's a snake in my boot! There's a snake! Oh, it's just that rubber snake! It's just that rubber snake, Elrod. You got me with that one.
Oh, I got you good.
Yeah, I knew you'd say that. See, y'all, look at this. There he is. There's that little rubber goofy snake. I knew he'd show back up. Well, I'm not putting that back in my boot. How about I put these on, we'll saddle up on our imaginary horse, and we'll ride out west. Would you like to come along?
Yeah!
Well, let's go!
Get along, little doggy.
Get along. Let's go, buddy. Come on. You guys know what time it is. It's time for the lady that's got the show going on. She puts the dairy in legendary. She's the original Dairy Queen. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the one, the only Milk Dud.
Hello.
Hello, Milk Dud. Well, yeehaw. Oh, today's all about the Wild West.
Well, really, when I think of the Wild West, I think of dusty trails, tumbleweeds, and eating a can of beans by the campfire.
It sure does sound like you, Milk Dud. I love it. I love it.
You know, I knew a frog that used to be a cowboy.
You knew a frog that used to be a cowboy?
Yeah,
Well,
his
what-
name was Hopalong Cassidy.
Oh, because he hopped on. Okay, that one was pretty good. You got me there. You got me.
Hey, what do you call a happy cowboy?
A happy cowboy? I don't know. What do you call him?
A Jolly Rancher.
A Jolly Rancher. Okay, that was good. That was good.
Oh, I got another one.
Okay, we're ready. We're ready.
Do you know what cowboys tell their cows after an argument?
What do cowboys tell their cows after an argument? I don't know.
Turn the udder cheek and move on.
Turn the udder cheek and move on. Oh, Milk Dud, that was goofy. That was goofy. It was
You
good.
might think these jokes are funny, but it's the cowboys who have the best jokes.
Really?
Yeah, because they're always horsing around.
Horsing around. Oh, Milk Dud, I know I can always trust you to have some goofy jokes and some fun animal puns in there too. Thanks, girlfriend. Love you. Boom. And I'll see you later, okay?
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
I bet you didn't know who this cowboy was sitting here. It's just me, Mr. Chicken, and I'm dressed up like a cowboy. Look at this. I got my bib shirt on. They call it that because it looks like a bib. And this is called a frock coat or a duster. Any coat you'd use to keep the dust off on the trail. And look at this cowboy hat. Isn't this nice? You know, this cowboy hat's old. It's probably older than most of y'all because I had it when I actually was a cowboy. That's right. I sure was. Not a real one. Just a pretend one. But years and years and years ago, I was a cowboy at this cool place called Tweetsie Railroad. Tweetsy's a Wild West theme park nestled up in the high country right there in Boone, North Carolina, home of 2 real coal-burning steam locomotives. Those beauties you're looking at right now tear around that mountainside using tons of coal each day and more than 5,000 gallons of water. Tweetsie Railroad's got fun for the entire family, including animals, which our show's all about. Here's something neat too that I found in the back of my old box. It's a harmonica. Look at that. Now a harmonica is made out of metal and wood, and when you blow it like that, it makes harmony. Harmony is a word that means, you know, when music notes fit together and sound real nice, when it's, you know, harmonious. Everything's in harmony. And our world should be like that too, when we get along with one another and fit together real nice. What a pretty song that'll make. Hey, here's one I'll play for you right now called Oh Susanna. But before I do, just imagine you've been out riding a horse all day long, wrestling up some cattle, keeping the West wild, and you sit around a campfire with your buddies. Someone's cooking some dinner right there over the cook pot there over the open fire. And you pull out a harmonica with the stars in the sky. and listen to a little song that goes something like this. Now that's all I can play on this thing, and I can't even play it well, but I wanted to play that for you. I thought you'd enjoy that. Hey, nobody plays a harmonica like my friend Elrod. Maybe we'll get him to play you something in a little bit. Who knew the chickens could play the harmonica so good? Hey, you know, something that makes the Wild West so cool are the amazing animals that live inside of it. Check this out. I don't know about y'all, but it's been a fun trip out here in the Wild West, all the way from the Imagination Barn. We've seen some amazing animals, we've had some fun and laughed, that's for sure, but what I think would be the best way to close out the program is for me to simply say, happy trails, and let my buddy Elrod do the rest. See you around the bend, cowboys.
Give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.